My name is Deragnesi Windari. I'm from NK1. Um, so today I will present the journal of the literature named Comparative Study on the Intrinsic Element of the Hobbit novel and movie script. So for the introduction, this journal is based on the film and also the novel that we will discuss the difference about those two. So, uh, of course, one of the best communication today is we can saw movie, and movie can be based on a novel. So sometimes, however, there are some difference between novel and film. So this journal we will search about it, what the difference about those. So before we go to the next slide, we need to know what is Hobbit first. Hobbit is a fantasy novel written by John Rowell Tolkien. So the novel is a fantasy, so it's include the fantasy creatures, fantasy worlds, and it already adapted to a film, three film. So the first film is Unexpected Journey. The second one is The Desolation of Smough, and the third one is The Battle of the Five Armies. So the research method of this journal is the research use structuralism. So the structuralism is the structure with the element closer, and element each element is we have to find out of what is the every element. So in this journal we will talk about the intrinsic element. So the intrinsic element is the setting, the plot, the character, and many else. So this research is conducted in a descriptive study using qualitative approach. It's mean we see the the novel and the films, and we find the difference between the dialogue, what the character and the other character say to each other, and what is behavior, perception, motivation, action, and so on. So finding and discussion. So in the finding and discussion, we need to know what is the story of the Hobbit. So the story begins with a Hobbit people named Mr. Bilbo who visited an old magician named Gandalf. So the Gandalf is really close to the Mr. Bilbo. So based on the in the name of the closeness, Mr. Bilbo uh, go together with the Gandalf to find a treasure in the silent mountain where the giant dragon Smough was enthroned. So in the story, both in the film and novel, we see that there are some similarities that are found in the dialect, the character, and the name of the character, the place, and the event. So after that, the conclusion of this journal is based on the film and also in the novel is quite similar. We can found many things that already same. I mean, like in the novel and the film is we have the same element. We seek for that intrinsic element, and that's already the same. Just like the story. The story is really easy to follow, and there are no we do not find any difference between the novel and the film, and also the worlds we the novel and the film is also the both is also represent the great fantasy world and the great fantasy creatures. We can see the Hobbit and like a dragon, etc. So and also the third one is the last thing is the main character at the first film is the same as the novel, but the difference is a point of the film. So for example, in the novel we can see the point of view is from the first person. In the novel we can see the third person of the view. So that is my that is my presentation about how to difference the Hobbit novel in both film. So that's it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.